It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Real something nigga when gold. Rubber band on the money till it can't fold. Big family in the crib, cost a bankroll. Every week we blow a bag up in Costco. Yeah, street punks trying to get involved. Local joker shit them niggas out like Chris Paul. It ain't no love, that's why I got out the dating pool. These women strictly superficial like the petting zoo. Got me a real one in depth, I never slept. Legging up, counting the chips, money coming legit, dropping songs. Business incorporated, no right or wrong. That dope money, I can touch it even with some tones. I got them itchy palms ready for the next meet. Niggas still hating, feeling crunchy as a Nestle. Dead meat, popping they top like it's a Pepsi. Sledgehammer on me, bitch, I'm Hunter Earth Helmsley, the realest nigga in it left. Spitting this shit to the death. Trigger finger itching, but I put it right back on the shelf. I cannot take no more L's. Failure, boy, I know it well. Them street stories, y'all rappers telling they getting stale. Been on the stage and hood venues with just a blade. In other cities, nobody with me, a nigga pray. They know what soul circumstances, no control. Being social, making show, ain't nobody cuffing they hoes, dawg. I live a real life, this what it feel like. I go above and beyond for checks like I'm Phil Knight. They imitated, they inundated the fake shit. I brought a needle to game, needing a facelift. Ugh.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody is doing well out there this weekend. All right, now, before all of the mess surrounding Drake's so-called stream that happened and the What Did I Miss record hit the internet, we also had a couple other people that came out and either debuted songs or let the people know that they had music on the way. One of those people is the producer, Metro Boomin. As y'all know, I am from Atlanta. So Metro Boomin, that's somebody from around the way. And it looks like he is creating some round the way type vibes with this new mixtape. Now, I don't know exactly who all is going to be on said mixtape. There was somebody on Twitter who reached out to him after the announcement took place, and they were like, hey, I can pretty much guess everybody that's going to be on this project based on all of the other projects that you've put out, which, of course, that typical cast of characters is Future, Thug, Travis Scott. You might get a Chris Brown here and there. You might get a Nav. You might get, it's pretty much a very select few characters, and they actually end up being the same features on a lot of the albums that get released in the industry, not just Metro Boomin, but for anybody out there that typically releases a high volume of features on their projects, they typically consist of the same cast of characters. Now, in Metro's defense, he came out and said he is working with an all-new cast. Who that all-new cast is, I don't know, but we do have a preview of this project. We don't have a release date for it as of yet, but this was an interesting entry coming from Metro Boomin, as he's normally known for crafting trap hits and things of that nature. This actually takes us back to more Atlanta bounce music or bass music. All right, so here is Metro. He's got the American flag surrounding him. Mixtape on the way, 7/25. So it is dropping this month, but the exact date has not been revealed. All right, that's new Metro Boomin. Don't even know the name of this motherfucking song. So I like the championship belt shit too. As a fan of wrestling. I don't talk about wrestling because I don't watch it as much these days. I do catch it when I get the opportunity to. But as a kid, nigga, I was deep into wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Me and my big bro, we used to really be in the house suplexing and drop kicking and the whole shit. But how do I feel about this record? I like the beat. I like the overall concept, but I don't like the song as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't like the song, I don't know if that's Metro Boomin singing on here, but it makes me think it's Metro Boomin singing on here, which he has, that's up to his discretion to do that, especially if it's his mixtape. He wants to become a vocalist on his own songs and productions. I can't really be mad at it. You know, but go ask Pierre Bourne how that worked out. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a super crazy buzz going on, and then when he stopped producing for so many other people and started just producing for his own shit, yeah, some people like it. I didn't, but I think this was a cool concept. I would love to hear somebody else deliver this. I don't know, Rosco Dash, Travis Porter. You know what I'm saying? That would have took this to it would have took this from a decent concept to a hit record. Um, that's just how I see it though. You know what I mean? As somebody who grew up in this. But I get where he was trying to go because the cadence and everything was very reminiscent of Kilo Ali and that type of music from the 90s. Kilo Ali, if you don't know, is an Atlanta legend um, who kind of spurred in the early to mid 90s. And he came from the bass music lineage. You know what I'm saying? Now, I saw on social media people saying that this record sounded like Nokia. Okay. And I can see where you can point out similarities. The vibe, it is skating rink music, which is where a lot of this stuff had a lot of buzz from the booty club to the skating rink. And of course, if you were not of age to be in the booty club, you was trying to get right at the skating rink. You know what I'm saying? Until you was able to go to the teen clubs or what have you. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Um, but you got to understand that Nokia Nextel is derivative of bounce music. I mean, not bounce, but bass music. We can't sit here, and this is one of the things that is extremely irritating that comes from the Drake crowd is that when he does something and he takes something and he flips it and makes it a thing, which people have always done. Music is always inspired by something else for a lot of times, you know what I mean? Whether it's the samples, whether it's going back in time and recreating something that was dope from the past and putting a new spin on it. So that's always a thing. But for his fans in particular, what they like to do is credit him as if he is the originator of that style, of that sound, of that idea, so that anyone that comes after him or around the same time period as him to do something that is similar, they credit him rather than the actual source of the inspiration where he got it from, which would be specifically Atlanta-based music, but you could also throw Miami-based music in there as well because Atlanta-based music came off the influence of that. You know, with the Uncle Luke's and the Two Live Crew and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? 69 Boys, the whole era. You know? But you got to source where it came from. You can't just skip 30 plus years later and be like, this is the man who did that. No, nigga. No. And Metro Boomin actually comes from it. He's from here. He grew up hearing that music. He actually was in it. Drake, on the other hand, was exposed to it, and it wasn't even his original idea because there's video of the producer Elkin already having the beat, the hook, and the basic framework of the song already predating his giving it to Drake. It existed on YouTube in a fucking vlog video without him. So shout out to Elkin for coming up with the idea, but it's clear that wasn't even his. It, as in Drake, wasn't even his original idea to be giving him all that credit for it. He's just the face and the person that released it. But again, with the Metro Boomin song, I would have loved better vocals, more powerful vocals, more authentic vocals. It's a workable song in its current state. But if you got the right person to deliver that record, to the moon. You know what I'm saying? And that shit would go right back to the booty clubs and to the motherfucking skating rinks and to the surrounding parties and shit. You feel me? Cause I grew up with on this music as well. Like Kilo Ali, MC Shadi, Raheem the Dream. I'm talking about Raheem the Dream, who discovered singer songwriter the Dream. Although they have their own financial disputes and things of that nature today. Shit, I stand corrected. This song is Rosco Dash. I don't know if it's the mix or the master, but I'm not used to Rosco Dash. His voice sounded a little light in the ass. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Compared to how I last heard him. You know what I mean? Maybe he ain't been in the studio as often recently. But I literally thought that was fucking Metro doing a Rosco Dash impression. I didn't think that was actually him. Damn. My apologies, brother. I think y'all need to recut that bit, man. Y'all need to re-record that motherfucker, remix, remaster, to take that from a good demo to pristine level. I still stand on that, even though I stand corrected. Fuck, I didn't know that was really him. But as I looked around on social media, I'm like, damn. On Instagram, Roscoe is actually tagged in that motherfucker. Whoa, yeah, somebody else gonna have to touch that song to beef it up a little bit more. But again, I like the concept. I like the overall feel and vibe, but it needs just a little. It needs a little bit more work. But that's just me. I'm interested to see what Metro comes with next, being that this is not tied in with Future, so it's clearly not a collab album with him. This is a departure from like the heroes and villains and all of that thing that he had with that. So hopefully we see some new vibes and again a whole new cast of characters on the project. I would like to hear maybe him link up with some of the Atlanta OGs on that motherfucker. Also in Atlanta, who's really working right now is Jermaine Dupri's putting together the Magic City soundtrack for the documentary that's coming out around Magic City. And he's got some of everybody. He got T.I., he got Killer Mike on that bit. He got Rocco. Rocco ain't rapped in years. And he got in that motherfucker with JD, and he actually sounds good. Got Young Dro on that bit. You got did he get Flocka? I feel like I saw a video of JD and Flocka, but I can't say for sure. I know 2 Chainz on that bit. And I hope he gets some more of Atlanta OGs on there too, man, because these guys represent multiple eras. Each of them had like super high moments, music that will live on forever, especially here and in other places that shared in the joy of it. But yeah, man, it seems like there is about to be some level of an Atlanta resurgence, getting back to the roots of Atlanta, which I'm really happy about. Although the trap is what we've been synonymous with for nearly 15 years now, there's more to it than that. A lot of fun, a lot of good music, a lot of dance music came out this bitch, as well as some magnificent lyricists that don't always get the credit. So I'm always gonna advocate for Atlanta, just like everybody from every other region advocates for their hometown and their section. I'm gonna always push mine as well, and I love the fact that we're reinventing and not trying to stay stagnant, because we have been. A lot of the guys who've been out here for years kept putting out the same shit, and it ain't working. They getting called out. And as much as I love town business, I've definitely been one of the people criticizing the sound, because it's not evolving. Niggas not getting better. Niggas is not actually stepping up their craftsmanship. So I'm always push for that. But let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be